Right. So I made a little video last night about debunking a mod from Xenoverse 2, which, you know, in all honesty, it, like, the new DLC characters, if they still even are, actually do look like modded characters. Like, when you actually look at them under a fucking microscope and don't look at them on surface level, when people go, you know, they have some skills that are just different movesets from other characters, you know, and then you get all defensive like, oh, don't be talking shit about the new stuff. Ooh, it's like, well, considering I've been in this game since, you know, launch, I can spot things like that. You know, I'm not like big fucking YouTubers who just hype up DLC characters and shit. Like, I'll talk about the DLC. I'll think, you know, my initial thoughts are still the same. The DLC does look cool and shit like that. And, you know, it looks really fun to play. But looking at the character movesets, like, 90% of the movesets for the characters, I didn't watch Videl and 18's stuff because I was quite literally fucking tired. It was hard to even, like, cohesively think, is the way of putting it. And, you know, I woke up at 6 in the morning, and it was around 9 o'clock at night, and I was just tired. So, yeah. My initial thoughts on the DLC is still good. You know, I think it's pretty cool and shit. The concept is great, and whatnot. But the fact that I looked at it more closely and spotted swapped movesets for the characters, it kind of leaves me disappointed because these characters could have had such good stuff, right? I mean, for Broly, I think one of my biggest pet peeves, or if that's even the correct term to use, I wish that we could have his legendary transformation. That shit is cool. But no, we already have legendary Broly, so we can't put in base Broly. And now we get base Broly, and we get his, you know, powered up base. I refer to it as powered up base because he doesn't actually go Super Saiyan. It's more of a powered up state. So, you have his base form, and then the, quote, blue Super Saiyan form, which not a lot of people understand, is actually his powered up base form. And then you have his Super Saiyan form from the second movie, and then you have his legendary form, right? So, yeah. You know, there's gonna be some people coming at me and being like, it's actually official, so, don't try and say it's modded and shit. Motherfucker, it looks modded. It looks like a mod. I'm not the only one who thinks that. So don't get all uppity at me for saying that type of shit. So, you know, a friend showed me this video of the actual thing, so let's have a look. So, I don't want it to go from my speaker through the camera. Sorry. Reminds me of Marvel.
さあ見せてくれスーパーサイヤ人ゴッドの力
神の力思い知るがいい君ならきっと力を引き出せるはずだよせっかくだしゲストも呼んじゃおうカカロットカカロット邪魔をするなまだ未完成だけど今しかないよね皆殺しだ神たる私の前では時間も空間も無意味だ教えておいてやろう全宇宙ゼロ計画を
理由はともかく悪くないパワーだ
本気こそは決着をつけようぜ。
お前に言われるまでもない。
カカロットと言ったか。
記念日に私を放って。
私じゃ守れないよ。
Alright, so that was the entire fucking thing. That was whole like 4.5 minutes of just that. So what do we have to work with? You know, I still think that the characters look modded to shit. You know, I mean the like new like for Broly, like you can see the difference in shading and that looks more akin to the anime, which is something that Goku Black and Vegeta do not have. I did notice that, well, you know, like 18 is going to be, you know, like I think my friend is a big Android 18 fan, and that, so he's gonna like probably use that. If Android 18 has good stats, he'll probably use that character. I know like he does use certain characters in that. And like he's a big Android 18 fan and shit, so yeah, about that. Well, also what is kind of funny is that I don't want to talk through these things when I show you guys, but Videl from Dragon Ball Super kind of makes no sense as a playable character, considering in the entirety of Super, she does not actually fight. And since this is the outfit we're going with, you know, saying it's Dragon Ball Super, this is only the Battle of God Saga version, which in that entire saga she does not actually fight. So to make her a playable character, like, sure, you know, Videl fans, you can have that. That's a W for you. But in the context of actually, you know, like, oh, where does this Videl fight? There is really no footage of Videl actually fighting from Dragon Ball Super. Which kind of sucks because female characters in Dragon Ball I feel like they kind of get the worst of it. They actually go from like these awesome fighters and that to just housewives. Like look at, I think Chi-Chi is a good example. During Dragon Ball, she was like a fighter in that. She actually, she participated in the 23rd World Budokai tournament? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the 23rd World Budokai tournament. And she lost to Goku, right? But then, like, after that, she, like, got married and settled on. Chi-Chi is still a fighter, right? She still is, like, sort of a fighter, but you don't see her, like, out and about actually fighting. Videl is another character who, she, like, helped police in that. She was kind of like I was going to say a vigilante, but she actually, does actually work in cooperation with the law in that. In Satan City. She was actually a fighter, and she got Gohan to train her in that. There are other movies and shit like Broly Second Coming, where she actually does fight. I think she even knows how to shoot ki blasts. I'm trying to, I know in the game she does, but I'm trying to remember in the anime. I think she does actually throw some ki blasts in that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Android 18, I guess, is the only exception to an actual female character who, like, from the main cast and that, who actually still fights. Because, she turned up in the Android Saga, kicked the shit out of, like, the Z fighters like Vegeta. And then after that, she kind of settled down in, I guess, the Buu Saga, but the only time she does fight in that is when she's in the tournament, and she fights against a couple of people, including Goten and Trunks, who are disguised as, what was it, Mighty Man, I think? They got disqualified, and, I think she won, or something. She does fight a bit in the third Broly movie, Bio Broly. She does get some attention in GT, in the Super Android 17 saga, and I do think that's about it for her in that continuity. And in Super, she does have some moments, but I think her major moment in Super is actually during the Tournament of Power. And then after that, she does get a shine in Superhero. So, Android 18 is the only female cast member out of the main cast who does actually get some more shine, like, to fight in that. But all the others are kind of delegated to just, like, hey, let's settle down and not actually do anything. Which kind of sucks because Videl, like, she had so much promise in that. I mean, Chi-Chi just wants all her kids to study and shit, and it's just like, okay, I guess I can let that slide and shit. Nothing wrong with that, but, like, what are you gonna do with the fucking world's ending? But yeah. I do think, I hope that we do get more different outfits for Videl. Mainly because, like, if it's just the Battle of God stuff, it's not really delegated. Like, she does have different outfits in Super. I think she does have one outfit, I think it might be the same hairstyle around, it was kind of like a little filler episode in that. I know, like, Super doesn't have any filler, but it technically does. There was a short filler that was like 2 episodes or something where I think they were making a Great Saiyaman movie at the studio, which is supposed to be like Mr. Satan versus Great Saiyaman or something. And during that, like, the lead actor or whatever, like, I can't really remember what happens. The dude is, like, literally just a filler character, so you don't really pay that much attention, but he gets fired or something due to some bullshit. And then this, like, little alien parasite possesses him, and he kidnaps Pan. Like, he beats the shit out of Gohan, kidnaps Pan, and then fucks off to the city where, like, Gohan actually goes out and fights him in that. And then, like, after that, they kind of, like, I love how during the fight, they, like, the director of the movie is like, quick, grab the cameras, we need to film this. Like, bruh, this thing could destroy the city, and you're out here filming. What the fuck, bro? Oh, yeah. Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Ultra Villain. I feel like these like the villain costumes are not really that like well endowed. I guess it's basically just the default like for Goku Black and Vegeta. It's just God Vegeta, Rose Goku Black. Just their transform state with like it looks like a shading error, to be honest. Like the crystals pretty fucking neat. I like the crystal idea. Like what it actually is, we don't really know, but it seems to be like a corruptive crystal or something that actually just makes them more evil. Of course, like, you know, this works with Vegeta because he allowed himself to get, was it mind controlled by Babidi in the Buu saga. You know, so Vegeta did start off as an evil character, and, you know, he still has that in him, and, you know, he can still push that out if he wanted to. Goku Black is a sort of a different character because, you know, there have been many explanations about Goku Black, well, Zamasu in general being pure of heart, which, you know, a lot of people be like, but he's evil, you know, he killed people and shit. Well, you know, pure of heart does not always mean good. Yeah, like, Kid Buu, Buu, yep, I love speaking. Kid Buu is pure evil, right? And you got other characters out there who are pure good, which I guess you could say Kid Goku is, at least in some category of Dragon Ball. We don't talk about the Red Ribbon Army incidents. But yeah. I guess, like, what they mean is that Zamasu is fighting for a cause in which he thinks he is right. So that makes him a pure character. He's not necessarily evil, like, haha, I'm only doing this because, you know, I can kill people and whoever the fuck gets in my way, I'll just kill them too because, ooh, I'm evil. Whereas he's more like, if I wipe out mortals from existence, planets will become beautiful again. Like, all the shrubbery, the trees, the foliage, it will just look pristine and beautiful again. That is what Zamasu wants. Granted, his ideals are twisted as fuck, you know. Instead of actually, like, you know, actually going down and helping, like, hey, you know, you guys could actually help out the planet, you know, make it more beautiful and shit like that. His ideals is just, oh, let me, you know, fucking commit a mass genocide and whatnot. So yeah, I think Zamasu did become more like, I guess like near the end he became more unhinged and more evil and that. Oh. All right, so I had to do something for a bit. Going back on Zamasu, I do think he was a bit. He became more of an pure, like, not really pure evil, but more of an evil character near the end because, like, as soon as shit started going south for him, like, it didn't start working out for him, he kind of just delegated to, like, just, oh, you know, I'm gonna fucking murder everyone now because, you know, shit's not going my way. I guess that's the best way I could explain it for Zamasu. And then, you know, we all know the story. He gets erased after and shit in both manga and anime. Which, you know, I feel like, heroes, not DBS superhero, Super Dragon Ball heroes. I feel like that Zamasu in that one, in the very first arc, he could have, like, it would have been really good to see a Zamasu who saw Hearts as bullshit, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking, you know, take over, like, and, like, kill the Omni King and shit. And would have been cool to see, like, that Zamasu, who looks like he's been through some shit. I mean, dude has, like, battle armor and that. He's got, like, a patch over his eye, so he must have gotten severely fucked up somehow. Because if his immortality did not heal those type of wounds, who the fuck did he get into a scuffle with? You know, or on, you know, the other note, maybe he just chose that shit to look cool. Which, you know, it does. My two favorite characters from Super Dragon Ball Heroes is definitely, you know, Zamasu in the first arc, and then Crimson Mask Goku Black, which, you know, it kind of sucks that superhero, I keep saying superhero, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is only delegated to Japan. Imagine the fucking collab between the main games we get over here and Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Just imagine that. But yeah. Like, I do, like, and, going back to Goku Black, with that, yeah, I still think the, the outfit for the, ultra super villain or whatnot is just, it just kind of looks like a shading error. But I do wish they put more into it than just making, what is that, 70% of the character have just, this, black overlay. Like, the crystal idea is pretty good. Like, we'd have, crystals popping out here and there and that. Like, it would be pretty cool. And I do like and I do, I will admit, in the other video I call it, a mod or something. Like, it does look mod-like. Okay? Like, someone actually, on Twitter, I lost the tweet, but I read it, and someone said that the developer behind this DLC probably took a lot of inspiration from mods, and that, don't get me wrong, the modding community is fucking cool. I've seen some mods, that look pretty dope. Dope, yep. Yeah, I'm roll with it. Are just fucking awesome. It's the best shit you could ever see. Though mods do have limitations, and I do wish the modding community could put way more effort, because they know they can. Modders can put a lot more creativity into something if they wanted. Though, it does take, the more creativity you put into a mod, the longer the actual development time of said mod is going to take. Right? I do like the scythe. It is kind of, dumb that we get a Goku, a Rose Goku Black in the base game with no scythe ability. All we get is Divine Lasso and Super Kamehameha Rose. I guess, the side thing only happens once, but it's such a cool fucking concept that this dude is so in tune with his key abilities that he can quite literally make key weapons. Just imagine all the other shit he could make. That pose there, I think without, the blur effect, or the teleport effect, would actually make a great wallpaper, not gonna lie. Though it kind of sucks that Fortnite gave Goku Black the fucking pickaxe, the fucking pickaxe weapon in the form of the scythe first, before Big Xenoverse. I think my one gripe with the scythe attack is that he doesn't do his, it would be cool if he, kicked someone away, summoned the scythe, and then swung around and, cut through the air, because that's what he does. Well, he doesn't kick Vegeta in the anime, but he summons the scythe, and then cuts through the, spins around, cuts the air, right? That would make a great fucking thing, and I think Fighter Z leans on that a bit more, because, he summons the scythe, cuts straight down, and makes the pillar of, pink energy, and that's when his clone comes out, does the combo, kicks the character down, he swells his scythe around, and then fucking just decimates motherfuckers. That's a cool thing to see in Fighter Z in that, and I wish that Xenoverse 2 could have had that. But we get what we're given. Also, that's just the his hand is just black and that, what the fuck. Yeah, I feel like that ability is they could have swapped this ability for something else, because I do feel like this is a bit, as I said in my other video, this reminds me of Kid Boo's attack ability. It feels very Kid Boo-esque, like when he in Fighter Z, when you do Kid Boo's ultimate, he pops up in the air with the one hand energy ball and then tosses it straight down. That's what it reminds me of, and I can't really unsee it now. It just really kind of bothers me, but I guess because I'm more of an avid Goku Black player, I could make that work to my advantage. Goku Black, as I said in my other video, Goku Black is one of my 3 favorites of, the series villains. Super, it's Goku Black. GT, it's Baby Vegeta. For Z, it's Legendary Broly. or Broly in general. I wish this Broly does look awesome. The hair on the back kinda is weird. Like, the hair on the top is actually, like, more smooth and rounded compared to any, like, jagged kind of, like, polygonish stuff. And I do kind of wish the back of the underside of the hair was a bit more like that. Like, we get his gigantic charge, which, you know, there's something that Super Broly does, and I'm not really a fan of it because I feel like you could have just had, like, what's the one move? The movies don't really say what the move is, but in the movie, when he's fighting Goku, Goku is, like, a bit of away with him, and he grabs a key ball, and then slightly, like, just waves his hand across in front of him, and it just pushes out, like, these, like, thousands of duplicating key blasts that Goku has to just simultaneously dodge at the same time. It's such a good fucking visual, and it would be such a good attack. It would be on the same level as Jiren's Power Wall, like in Xenoverse 2, where, you know, he hit his ultimate, and he does, like, he grabs, like, ki and then throws it at the ground, and it makes, like, this giant wall of ki. That would be cool for Broly as, like, either, I guess, like a super attack, but not as many, you know, little ki balls, which I think he might have in this character. I mean, the transformation here is pretty cool on that, though they kind of reuse the jagged, like, you know, hair that the other characters use, which I think is a kind of cool detail, because he goes from this soft kind of texture on the hair back to just the sharp, you know, like, cell shaded. Pretty cool. I probably will use Broly a lot. Also, like, this kind of, like, right here, you could have just, like, had that, the attack I just said before, for his ultimate. Like, he does basically just this. Like, he just grabs, like, just a casual ki and then tosses it like that, but he tosses it more across to the side here, and it's just a massive wave of ki just comes out. Like, just, like, thousands of, like, small balls of keys that just blow up like a mountain. That would be such an awesome ultimate for Broly, but they kind of went back and just gave him gigantic meteor. As I said in my previous video, is something he only does in Broly's Second Coming as, you know, as like a final attack. And he only does it in his legendary form. He doesn't do it in his, you know, powered up base form. Yes, I will refer to this as a powered up base form. I will not refer to this as a Super Saiyan, because it doesn't really just make sense. Like, it's just, he has, like, the same hair in that. Even his Super Saiyan form is, like, you know, actually golden. People say, oh, you know, it's because of the restraining crown and that on his head. That makes really that makes no fucking sense, to be honest. His Super Saiyan form is awesome on its own, but I would prefer this to be a powered up base form, because it, like, if you want to, it matches Super Broly. Like, you got, for Z Broly, it's, you know, base, powered up base, Super Saiyan, legendary. For Super Broly, it's base, powered up base, Super Saiyan, legendary. It matches, it works. It's, like, literally just a parallel of Z and Super. But people still refer to this as his, like, mind-controlled Super Saiyan state or something, which I dislike. Like, I am, like, a big Broly fan. Yeah. I do wish that I still wish they gave him the attack I was talking about in the movie. Like, it would work so well than fucking gigantic meteor, because we already have that with Z Broly. Like, Z Legendary Broly. It just doesn't work with his restrained form. His restrained form was, as I said again, was able to fucking just grab a little key ball, and then he just waves his hand across like that while letting go of the key, and it just, thousands of that shit just pops out. Awesome ultimate right there. You know, let's get that shit. Also, I did say in my other video that this move is actually from Super Broly, when he finally goes Super Saiyan and then powers up and just explodes up heaps of ki out of his attack. Alright. We got new parallel quests, where it was Goku. You're probably on, I guess, like, in this one. Okay, so, judging from this, the Where is Goku, this is a mission where Broly is your ally. As you can see, Turles is here. Of course, I wouldn't randomly fucking have Turles in, with the default character. Broly is going to be your ally, and you're going to go after people, I think, Z movie characters. Like Turles, Lord Slug, Bojack, whatnot. I feel like they're going to do that. Like, where is Goku? It's just going to be the Z movie villains. Anniversary Antics, which is, you fight Krillin with Android 18 as an ally. There's going to be some requirements. Videl Supermom, where, Videl is also your ally, of course. Like, you're going to be fighting that. Alright, so what can we see here? We get one with Frieza over here. Broly's in the background. I'm trying to figure out who... Okay, who's this character? I know we got... Blue... we got Super Saiyan Blue Goku down here. This looks like the Wii Ski. And that... We got another Blue Goku... Like, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but this looks like his... Like, his default gi. Not his Wii Ski. The default one he uses. And then we got Legendary Broly, which is, I guess in that continuity, like in that parallel quest, Broly goes from his restrained form, and then he like does like the default power up, and then boom, he changes into Z Broly. We got another one which is to do with the Spirit Bomb. I think that might be the character just doing a Spirit Bomb. Super Spirit Bomb is pretty fucking OP. The stun on it is amazing. I think we got one with... That might be Goten down there. This actually might be a parallel for when Goku gets body swapped by Zamasu. Another one we got Cooler, which I think is the parallel quest I was talking about, where you fight the Z movie villains. Let's see, another one with Blue, Super Saiyan Blue Goku over here. And this is in his Wii Ski, right? So that's the Wii Ski. I don't know what one that would be with. And another, I don't know if I actually said that one. Another blue Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Jesus Christ. Also in this one, yeah, this is the Wii Ski. So they're using the Wii Ski a lot more. I think. Okay, judging by like the blue on the forearms and that is also his Whis gi again. I guess like the Whis gi ones, like a few of them are actually the same one from different angles. Maybe, because they're not gonna show off all of them in the same thing. We got new skills, which is, that's Vegeta's, Goku Black's, Broly's. So we got Videl, Vegeta, the Android 18, Broly again. Yeah, that's Android 18, because she does that type of move where she's upside down. Alright, new costumes and accessories. We got Dragon Ball Super... we got Superhero Piccolo gi when he finally transforms into Orange Piccolo. I'm guessing all the... Like, we got Videl stuff. Yeah, Orange Piccolo stuff. Videl ones. We got different loading screens, which... there's heaps of loading screens. Alright, so what do we got new? Additional new content. Extra missions, 3. Parallel Quest 12, Skills 15, Costumes 3, Supercell 5, Loading Screen Illustrations 63. Goddamn. Really putting a lot of effort into those loading screens. And more, free update. Okay, so what do we have here? We got Dragon Ball Super Broly, his Frieza gi, a Fuse Zamasu gi, Grand Zeno gi, Pride Trooper gi, Chronoa, Supreme Kind of Time gi, and I think Goku's Journey to the West gi. And all of these, which for me is going to be a lot of fun, because I have my custom character Akaishi. Not the one I've shown in other videos and that. It's actually like I'm writing stuff to do with that character and that. Akaishi wears a gi closer to Chronoa's. and that's pretty cool. I haven't actually shown any of the characters. I think I might need to start doing that when I have like Dragon Ball characters. Just start showing them on the screen. But yeah, the fun thing about these is that you're going to be seeing a lot of these when the update comes out, because as you could probably tell from the obvious, all these are custom colored gis. So you can grab a gi like Zamasu's, Zeno's, Supreme Kai Titans, Broly's, and just color them how you see fit, which, you know, is pretty neat. I do feel like we should have more hairstyles and shit though that actually... I think the one mod I will praise is the... when your character transforms and you have like a default base hair, they modded it so so your character's base hair will actually change to a Super Saiyan style of that like base hair, and then, you know, beyond that, and then beyond that, you know, it changes the more, you know, power you go up through and that. I think that's pretty cool. That is like one of my... I think that was like one of the first mods I ever actually saw of Xenoverse 2, and I love that shit. Because it proves that showed me like, oh wow, mods actually have a lot of creativity behind them. I thought it was just to improve the game, but no, like the actual mod community actually wants, you know, more creativity and, you know, free shit. Granted, some mods are pretty dumb, like, making your character stupidly OP. Really dumb. Alright, we got 7 new raid quests, which, you know, fucking raid quests, I hate them, but, like, me and my friend, we hate them. We absolutely fucking despise raid quests. I think the worst one for us, I think, was either the Super Saiyan... I think it was just one of the Gogeta raids. Like, Z Gogeta raids. And I think the Cell Max raid. Bro, we fucking hated that so much. So much. But, you know, we have to tolerate them. We go through with them, and we at least get over 100,000 points of damage. Because we are keen on fucking getting costumes. At least I am. I'm kind of, like, my friend drags me into Elden Ring, and I lose my fucking mind. But I kind of do the same with him. I feel like it's payback, because I used to drag him into raids and shit, though he used to also do raids at the same time, but I drag him into raids like, bro, I need to get this. I need to get this stuff. Because, I would always look up, like, what rewards raids would actually have, you know. Shout out to YouTubers who actually show the raid rewards instead of, you know, you having to play it and then you get, like, fuck all. So, yeah, I used to do that. Like, Google, like, what raid is on, what the rewards are. So find a YouTube video that shows it, and then I would tell my friend, I'm like, hey, they got this shit, do you want to go for it? And he's just like, he'll be sitting there thinking, like, he'd either say yes or no. If he said yes, we'd go through hell and back just to get, like, clothing. Because I was always, like, you know, I'm always, like, big on customization, right? I love character customization. Like, I don't know why. I guess it's something I grew up with, and I just subconsciously like. You know, this is just like this subconscious appeal to me that even I don't really fucking know. But I just love making characters that actually... I think, in general, I love making characters as a whole, you know, giving them this unique look, a unique personality, some solid backstory in that, giving, like, if it's like a superpower character or something, you know, give them... like abilities and whatnot unique to them and shit. You know, you can tie them into like a canon or something like that depending on what you are. Like, I don't really do that with Akaishi. Akaishi is very different. I guess, like, there is a bit of canon that I did tie Akaishi into but it's only way before the events of Dragon Ball. It sounds pretty fucking fanficky. Fanficky? Yep. It sounds pretty like fanfiction shit. Like, yes, it does. But, you know, I do enjoy writing in that, and I just like writing for characters. Granted, I can write pretty good shit, but I can't write a script. I just can't do that. But, yeah, for Akaishi, I made like her. I was trying to think of another character that could equal it out. So like I'd have like a female character and a male character, and I'd just equal it out within the storyline and whatnot. And for Akaishi, I made like she's actually a Kai who exists, like her story starts way before, because in my canonicity, she is raised and trained by the Supreme Kai of Universe 7, Shin. But that's mainly all there is to her. Like, I was inspired a lot by Zamasu, and I did have like many backstories for the character to be more in line with Zamasu, but then, after at least like 3-4 times, I was just like, it's pretty fucking cringe, and I want to make my own shit. And I went to a friend who does like also the same thing, and they're just like, and I told him the new stuff, and I'm just like, oh, this happens, like she's raised by Shin and that. I guess I could make her parents, they were killed by Majin Buu and that, because her backstory is that she exists around when Bibidi was killing Kais and whatnot, and attacked Grand Supreme Kai, which Akaishi was supposed to be raised by, but since he got absorbed, that plan got fucked. So, they gave Akaishi to Shin. And I told my friend, and he was just like, you know what? That works. Like, all the other crap you've done, that it's been pretty cringe, but, that's actually pretty good, like, actual work. It is cohesive and actually works within the story. Because, like, he's the type of character, he's the type of person who doesn't like when you make a character and just pushes them to be, like, friends, or, have, like, a lineage anywhere close to the main cast and shit. Like, I've seen a lot of people go, oh, my character's, like, the son of Goku and shit and whatnot, and it's like, goddamn, bro. Anytime I see that now, I'm just thinking, it reminds me of Dragon Ball AF. The fucking, Z-Core or fucking Zyko stuff. It's just really dumb. Alright, so free update 18, so this is the next free update. So we got Raid Quest 7, Costumes 8, Aura/Accessories 3, Loading Screen and Illustrations 93, Super Soul 5, Avatar Level Cap Unlock. Jeez, what's the new level cap? Don't tell me it's 150, fucking hell. Because I know the current level cap is 120. I'm only 108. Right? Because the leveling up is a bitch to actually do. I do not want to spend a majority of my time just gathering the Dragon Balls, wishing to level up, gathering the Dragon Balls, wishing to level up, gathering the Dragon Balls, wishing to level up. I do not want to fucking do that shit over and over again for, from 108 to 120. Even if it's like shorter, like, oh, I leveled up at least like 3 times per wish, I still don't want to do it, because getting the Dragon Balls for me is the most fucking tedious thing ever, because I always grab the Dragon Balls on, what is it? It's a Frieza mission that takes only 5 minutes, right? I can't remember what it is, but in the mission, if you manage to beat Frieza, you fight 3 time patrols, and if you beat them, that's it. That's the entire level. I can't remember what it's called, and I can't remember the parallel number, but hold on, fuck it, let me go check. Okay, I'm back. It took me a bit for it to load and that. Okay, so the parallel quest is in the 3-star section, and it is parallel quest number 23, the explosion of Namek. And the win conditions is defeat Frieza, clear in under 3 minutes, defeat the time patrols, and training. That is a very good, that's, for me, that's the best way I can get Dragon Balls, is to do that mission, because it only takes 5 minutes to actually do, and I usually beat it within 2 to 3 minutes if, I actually am trying. But, yeah, for me, that's, I know a lot of people will choose, where is it? I'm trying to remember which one is it. Oh, okay, here it is. People will usually tell you to choose parallel quest number 4, prepare for the attack of the Saiyans, which is a 15-minute 15-minute parallel quest, and all the enemies are super easy to beat. But I choose to do number 23 because for me it's quicker. Right, you beat Frieza, and if you have a high level character, you can beat him in like 30 seconds flat, right? And then you just got to contend with the time patrols, and that's it. But I think number 4, like Parallel Quest 4, the RNG drops for the Dragon Balls are much more better, because it does take me quite a bit to actually get all 7 Dragon Balls due to the RNG drops. Speaking of RNG, I do think that should be fixed in Xenoverse 2, because the fucking RNG is like the most heinous thing this game has to offer. I remember anytime a new DLC comes out, me and my friend when we play together, we will play and we'll help each other get the skills in that for the new DLC. I remember trying to get Gohan Beast Special Beam Cannon, and it took me 15 to 20 tries it took me 2 days to get this fucking like one single drop. Like, the RNG is just that screwed. It's not even funny, but yeah. I think that's what needs to be fixed. It's just the RNG. Wait, we got new sagas? Okay, and I'm trying to quickly wrap this all up because this video is fucking long enough. Okay, so we got DLC Future Saga available May 24th, 2024, which for me kind of sucks because today for me, because I live in Australia, it's the 23rd, but you know, I don't think I think like when America gets the DLC, that's when other countries like Australia get the DLC. It kind of sucks because, you know, time zones and shit exist, which understandable. I mean, the American the American ones who do that, like over in Bandai, like Bandai Namco America or something, that helps distribute their version of Xenoverse 2 does theirs over in America, and Australia is very far ahead. And you know, I think around for us, like when America actually gets the DLC, it's around, like, any type we get it, like it's usually around 10 in the morning for Australians. So yeah. Anyway, that's mainly for my stuff. Also, goddammit, I forgot there was fucking more. I am kind of happy that the tournament is coming back because I actually enjoyed the tournament. Even though it was tedious, I actually enjoyed some of the new skills that the characters have. Like, I love Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's God Punisher. That is more akin to the movie in that where he uses Soul Punisher and then he throws it and does the big explosion. Pretty cool shit. You know, does a lot of damage. But, you know, I hope that they do add more. I do hope they add characters that you weren't able to get for, plus new characters, which might be unlikely, but I'm hoping for the best. But yeah. Now, I also got to tell my friend, make sure you join Universe 7 because that is the one I'm going through. Even though I accidentally hit the bar underneath my desk. Even though, like, all the characters are basically the same, it's just, hey, which one are you going for? I'm going for Universe 7, so, yeah. Anyways, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, again, they're doing another collaboration. And that. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, yeah, well, you know, you can shit on my other modded video. I was tired when I did that and I didn't get the whole thing and shit. I didn't get the whole context. I just saw, like, these videos. I'm just like, that looks like a fucking mod. Like, you can shit on that video all you want. But, yeah. May 24th, 2024. Hope you guys are playing it. And it would actually be funny because, as I said, my gamer tag on Xbox, because I play Xenoverse 2 on Xbox, not really on PC, because the only time I wanted to play it on PC was when I wanted to mod the game. Still need to figure out how the fuck to do that. Probably need to get all the DLC first. My gamer tag on Xbox is, you know, is basically just the same as my YouTube which is just Raven v Rose. For me, for some reason, okay, I guess I changed my shit now because actually it's still there. So it's So one of them is Raven v Rose OG because someone already took Raven v Rose, which fucking sucks. And the other one, in that which it shows now, is Raven v Rose hashtag 2252. So that's my. If you see that in that, you know it's me. I don't really put my gamer tag out there that much, but you know the Xenoverse community is fun. I was gonna think about because Xenoverse 2 was basically dying at that point. There's no new actual good content coming out. I was just gonna uninstall Xenoverse 2 and play Tenkaichi 4 / Sparking Zero when it comes out. But since Xenoverse 2 is coming out, it's coming out with more DLC and good DLC at that, I'm keeping it on the Xbox. But I kind of am hoping, also not, but I do hope that Sparking Zero does come out on Xbox because my friend plays on Xbox and that's the only thing we can actually play because his PC is kind of crap. You know, I do hope he gets a good PC and that we can actually play good games on, Steam and that. So, but if Sparky Zero comes out on Steam only and only on PC, it's going to fucking suck for me because I enjoy playing Dragon Ball games with my friend. It's like the only time we actually get to chill and, just rage at something because that's always fun. I've totally not lost my fucking mind once on Xenoverse 2. You can't prove it. But yeah. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This video is way too fucking long and wish it was I might edit or something. But yeah. Still need to get character stamps. So if you enjoyed this video, comment, like, subscribe. I don't really give a shit. And that you go shit on my other debunking a mod video because I was extremely fucking tired of doing that, and I only thought it was just a mod. Right, I thought it was just a mod trying to become official or something. So yeah. See ya.